my memory, even now talking about it, triggers me to the sound of a cassette tape being opened. But that pop, that click, and that swivel, it always squeaked, right? Plastic on plastic.
Like the rattle of the cassette, man.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. Did you shake it like a packet of cigarettes before you started?
It is episode 475 of the Generation X-Wing podcast, and we're talking about soundtracks, some of our favorites from the 80s, 90s, and beyond, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Generation X-Wing podcast, a modern look at a retro lifestyle. My name is Rob Williams, and I'm here with
Jamie Palerider,
as well as
Steve Osno Lewis,
as well as
Steve 3.
Hello, boyos.
Man,
Welcome
Steve's
back.
got the zip on the intros, man.
Must be all the
Wish I had
peanuts
that
he ate.
All those nuts he's been
all those nuts in his mouth.
Yum 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 yum
Yeah.
yum.
Get
Which he's
your
going
nuts
to-
away from my face.
Which he's going to eat in front of Jamie right now. Here we go. Nut number one.
No.
There's one in your bed still, Steve. Just there.
Yeah, you got a little bit right there.
There you go.
Save
There
that
you
for
go.
later.
Shake it out.
And a bird.
Not supposed to see that.
We are going to be talking about soundtracks. We've been wanting to have this discussion for quite a while. I think it stemmed from our hackers conversation.
Yeah.
Where there was a discussion between which soundtrack's better, Hackers or Matrix.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of talked on air, off air about we should just do an episode and talk about some of our favorite soundtracks. I'm assuming, guys, that I shouldn't assume really, but a lot of this come from the 80s and 90s mostly. But I'm very curious to see. This is so subjective. Music is very subjective. I know my taste in music is extremely different from your guys' taste. A lot of people don't
Why we
like
call
my
you
taste.
tires?
A lot of people don't like my style of music, and that's fine. I mean, I enjoy it. That's what the point is. But I wanted to get some ground rules out of the way off the bat, and we're not talking. Jamie, help me describe this again.
Not scores.
Not scores.
So like
That's it.
not John Williams Star Wars, for example.
Yes.
That's a theatrical score. We're
Yeah.
talking about a licensed soundtrack.
Yeah.
So
A compilation.
a list of a compilation of licensed songs. So songs that have been licensed for the movie from the artists.
What
like-
about? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like that was huge in like the late 80s and the 90s. Just like
Yeah.
a big summer movie's dropping. The soundtrack is there, and it has like one banger song that's basically there to sell the whole soundtrack.
It's a mixtape of fun based on the movie.
I like that.
100%.
Mixtape is a great way to describe
Yeah.
it. But what about? My question was, what about movies like Nightmare Before Christmas? There are
Those are original songs.
Those are music. Like, what about musicals and stuff
musical.
like that?
Yeah,
I didn't
musical.
include musicals in my
I didn't
list.
either.
Okay, good.
Because that's to me that's closer to a score, right? Like that's not a song that you've licensed from.
Well,
an
we're
artist,
gonna
that's
we're
a
gonna
song
get
written
to that,
for the
boys.
movie.
If I'm singing my feelings,
there's a couple of soundtracks that I've got which I will dispute.
he's walking that edge.
Same here.
Walking that edge.
Same here.
See, I'm looking forward to this discussion because
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
definitely those gray areas, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
love
totally.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's. I want to start with Hose Nose, because I remember you were quite eager about this. So give me one of the ones on your list that you enjoy.
Okay, well, number one on my list, and it's funny because we just watched a movie by this artist, The Wedding Singer, the Adam Sandler. I think that I love that soundtrack.
What's on it?
Which was the song?
Video Killed the Radio Star.
that's
Everything She
good.
Does Is Magic. Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins. White Wedding. China Girl. Blue Monday. Like,
Yeah.
it's just an awesome compilation of
That's a
great
banger. Yeah.
80s movie songs.
That is
We'll come on Eileen though, but
a mixtape.
yeah,
Because it's not even like recent music. Like he's going back to the 80s and just making a mixtape of his favorite songs for
Yeah.
that
But
movie.
that was what weddings were about, man. It was
Yeah.
the music and the
Yeah.
afterwards, the dancer, the DJ. He would play the current music,
Yeah.
right?
and it's so funny.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say this one kind of feels to me like this could almost be a score because it's so integral with like what's happening on screen. It's not just like on an album to go with the movie, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no original
music
music.
like that though.
Yeah,
Like where they're when they're writing the show and when they're filming it, they're thinking about the music that they're going to use.
Mhm.
So there's more and more directors these days that will, like, I've heard of some directors actually putting in the script for their actors. This song is going to be playing.
Mm.
I want you to think about that as you're acting to help kind of set the tone.
that's cool.
And like Edgar Wright is huge on
Mhm.
soundtracks being integrated into his movies. He's like the tippy top of like directors that use music well.
Do you find that more soundtracks, modern day soundtracks, are just a mixtape rather than 80s and 90s soundtracks? Seems like a promo tape where you get some big hits like a Flashdance song, but then there's a whole bunch of artists that nobody's ever heard of with a song that nobody's ever heard of, and it's kind of like it's just kind of trying to get out there in the wilderness, right? But nowadays, as you're saying, this director has this classic song ready to go and this classic song ready to go. Is that I feel that's more what's
Little bit.
happening now. So
Yeah. And same
It-
thing
they-
like
I mean, they
James
could have
Gunn,
picked-
Guardians of the Galaxy. Same
oh
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
they could have also picked the music that no one's heard of or no one knows because it suits what they want in the scene.
Mhm.
Just because we
Absolutely.
don't know it doesn't mean it doesn't suit
Yeah.
what they're trying to put
It
out.
seems very personal to that director.
Mm.
Yeah.
That song means something to them.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great call, Steve.
All right, so Jamie, what about you? You're next.
My first one is the Crow, 1994. It was pretty huge. That was kind of when I was developing my own tastes in music, and that lined up super well with what I was interested in at the time. So like the big song for me on the soundtrack was Big Empty, Stone Temple Pilots.
Mm-hmm.
That album, Purple, is so good. But then like there's Pantera on there, Violent Femmes, Rage Against the Machine, Helmet, The Cure, Nine Inch Nails. Like it's a pretty banger soundtrack. But yeah, the big one for me is Big Empty or Burn by The Cure, I guess.
Now I feel I should be calling up these albums so I can do what YouTube professionals have done and call off the tracks on there, because I've just literally based on my ideas on everything I remember, not so
Well,
much
even,
who
like-
did the song that I wanted to get. God damn it!
Well, for
Yeah,
me,
no,
like,
we'll
all
get
these movie soundtracks, it was mostly about one song
Mm.
on the soundtrack.
Yeah,
I feel like if you can call out the one song, you've hit it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good selection. I'm writing these down because I haven't heard of the Crow soundtrack, and I just want to check some of these out.
So
It's
good.
recommended.
I mean,
listening.
It's like 90s grunge rock and like a little bit of metal in there. Like I remember Ministry being in the, maybe I'm misremembering that, but yeah, great soundtrack.
I do want to ask before I move on. Actually, your style, like everybody's different style of music they lean towards. Like Hose Knows, what type of music do you lean towards?
And more rock, alt, heavier stuff.
Are you talking like modern 90s, 80s?
Probably more 90s. Yeah, and I'm that guy who's reliving his high school. Still in 1992. It's awesome.
Jamie, what about you? Where's your music leaning?
It's all the various rock. So like I like grunge, industrial rock, goth rock, alt metal, and metal and like death metal and that kind of stuff
Norwegian
too.
death metal.
Yes.
Viking metal.
Yeah, I've been to several kind of Nordic heavy death metal concerts, and they're great.
Nice. Steve 3, what about you?
What, same question or
Yeah. What type
Yeah,
of music do you lean?
I mean, I feel I'm lucky because I went through the 80s. I mean, I guess the end of the 70s, into the 80s, 90s, then 2000s. So my music choices, I think, or likes changed throughout the years. For me, it was whatever was in, top of the pops. Back in England, you listen to the, whatever's going on in the top 100. And we used to listen to that on the radio and do mixtapes recording from the radio. And then I got into like hip hop, electro hip hop, and hip hop before it was rap, and then rap came along, and then rap came into more hardcore rap. And then I kind of lost interest and I moved on to metal. and more of the indie stuff. But I've also then loved electronic dance music too, house music, drum and bass. Like I've gone through it all, so they've all got a really big place, and they all, like, if I'm in the car and I'm listening to my my range of music that I've got in there's always a banger that comes on and just wow, so I feel it's a mix, dude. Like it's not one thing or the other, it's all of the above, whatever makes me feel good.
For me, I'm similar to you, Steve. At the time, I was into the pops of the 80s, a lot of electronic stuff. And then 90s, I was leaning more towards electronic music, but then rock. And then 2000s, it just kind of wandered around trying to figure it out. I think I lean towards house music, electronica music, right now synthwave, but then every once in a while there'll be a modern band like they're just a little bit off the radar, like Rufus Du Sol from Australia or something like that. And I try to search for music that's not on the radio but has a nice electronic feel. Like right now my current favorite is the Midnight, which is a nice synthwave, and Dead Mouse is always a favorite of mine, and it's just I'm more into the dance electronic music, but anything to chill as well. So my son's always changing the station on me, always grabbing the iPod and changing the music. He doesn't want to hear what I have to play. So
yeah,
it's like that.
I think my brother subliminally gave me a love for punk rock music as well, because he was a big punk,
That's
much older
brother
than me. And so that's just embedded in my brain.
So Steve, what's your soundtrack? I need to get that out of the way so we understand.
Yeah. So I'm going to work my way backwards as best I can, I think, from more modern and working our way back. So I'm going to start with, we talked about soundtracks, we talked about them not being scores. So I'm going to start with Deadpool 2, because when that movie came out, they were all bangers, and I wanted it so bad. And I remember going out to a convention in Florida, a MegaCon, and I downloaded the Deadpool 2 soundtrack and I played it for my whole weekend away. So yeah, that's one of my, and I still listen to it now. So
what's your favorite song on that soundtrack?
Oh, that's a difficult one, because like they're all different, and for that reason we just talked about, that's why I love it, because they're all so different. I don't know, that's a difficult one. Honestly, I think it's this may be surprising for everyone, but I honestly think it's the acoustic Aha, Take On Me.
Oh,
Take On Me.
Nice.
but it's the acoustic version. I love it. When I'm in the car on my own, that thing, I am bellowing it out as best I possibly can.
That's
so,
awesome,
I think that's one of my favorites on that one for sure.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Like Skrillex is on there. You've got DMX is on there. Aha, as you said. Yeah, even Enya. Enya is on there.
Yeah. and Annie as well. The sun will come out.
Sun will come out.
That's awesome.
Oh, is a super important question for you. Is the song about the Juggernaut on that soundtrack?
Yeah.
Holy
fighting,
shit,
dirty.
Yeah. That's on there.
That's on there. You can't stop him. He's the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
You can't stop this. Yeah, it's on there, dude. I'm surprised. Honestly, I am shocked that you don't have it, and that's why I want to get out of the way first to beat you to it. So I'm shocked.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's such a great call. The Juggernaut song is my favorite on that.
You got to get it then, and they have it a cappella with the choir, dude.
I love it. I love it.
I used to be a DJ for weddings, high school reunions, parties. I did a lot of DJing, so I'm recognizing some, like when you said the wedding singer, like those songs are just were requested all the time. There's certain songs I can't listen to anymore, like Brown Eyed Girl or Meatloaf. I can't. Life is a Highway. Freaking can't listen to that song anymore. Yeah. Just anyways. On my list, I'm going to talk Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I really dig this soundtrack, not only because it's got some cool music by James Brown and some great British rock in there, but it's also, I believe it had snippets of the movie itself, and I dug soundtracks that put snippets of the movie, little scenes in there, or just little quotes. As the Virgin Mary says, "Come again." That's from another movie, but it's just like you have those little snippets there, and then they hit the music, and it's sometimes timed with where it plays in the movie, and I kind of dig it. So that's Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is great. And whenever they had a couple of James Brown songs, as I said, but it's such a great movie. It's on my list. It's such a great movie and brings me back to those moments of the movie.
And I find that with music as a whole, like music and for me, it's a memory retention thing. So if I listen to a song, it will take me to a moment in time, not necessarily in the movie, but also because I listen to a lot of music, it will take me back to a certain moment in time too. So it really helps me.
Oh yeah, man.
It triggers so many memories. Like you play a song, you're like, oh, and all of a sudden you've just transported yourself back in time to that moment. Totally. It's so good.
I remember mowing the lawn when I was listening to this song, kind of thing. So
for me, it's the songs take me back to the scene in the movie, or even if a song is used in a trailer for a movie. Like God, I still remember certain trailers using really awesome songs that have nothing to do with the movie. It's just like a hype song, and it makes the trailer so energetic and exciting.
Remember the Assassin's Creed trailer with Iron? Oh, that was just I went to download that song immediately after seeing the trailer, and I keep thinking about. I go back to watch the trailer instead of playing the game. So
did any of you see this trend that was out not too long ago? If trailers and music it seemed to be like covers by female acoustic slowed down, stripped out, right? So it would be something like Iron Man, but it's one little indie girl and her out of tune ukulele or something.
The opening of Black Widow was the same damn thing. 100%.
Skeleton Crew, when it came out, they had that Major Tom song. It was just a cool different version. I wanted to dig that out. So all right, Hose Nose, sorry, we're supposed to go a little faster. I apologize.
Okay, my next selection is from 1996, Romeo and Juliet.
I knew that was coming up.
So what you said, 3, this soundtrack just instantly puts me back into that year, that summer. I remember telling my English teacher about this movie because it was so well done, because the music was so integral and everything, but like so many hits from that era, and like a time capsule of what was going on, Everclear and Love Fool, but Butthole Surfers were on there, Garbage, Radiohead, like
Garbage,
it was so good. It was not garbage, it was amazing.
It's a great band. Good call. I have great memories of that one too. Was the Carnigans on that, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like the Romeo and Juliet.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you, Jamie.
God, I have such a selection here, and I kind of want to go offbeat with this one. Basically, you asked us what our preferred type of music was, and then I'm going to do a total 180 and call out. I mean, this is one of like the all-time great movie soundtracks ever. This is the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, I remember when it came out. Yes,
dude. I mean, Mortal Kombat and Annihilation, they basically had like the same artists, just do different songs, and they were both amazing soundtracks. Come on, like the theme song by the Immortals is just, that's iconic. But just then there's scream, for me, like there's some really good, like there's KMFDM, there's like Tracy Lord's Gravity Kills, that kind of stuff. Like there's some really good kind of electronic or dancey type stuff. But then there's like Fear Factory and Type O Negative, which that got me. Oh, that's awesome. And like that's one of those things. So this band, Fear Factory, pops up in a lot of soundtracks that I have for movies. And they just seem to be on so many movie soundtracks, and it's fucking awesome. I love Fear Factory.
I can't remember Fear Factory, but I do remember the theme, the main song is Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah,
It
became
still played at hockey rinks around the world.
That's classic, like rink jams.
Yeah, total.
Jock Jams. I'm sorry. Do you guys remember Jock Jams?
Yes. Totally.
Oh my god.
No.
Sorry. It's Jock Jams.
I mean, it's very Canadian.
Jock Jams sounds so gross.
Yes, it does.
I remember having Jock Jams. I couldn't get rid of the rash for weeks.
Oh god. Destroy them, burn them.
Steve 3, your turn.
I'm actually not going to be able to keep it in date order. I'm going to go in the order written it down. So Jamie mentioned something really key earlier on, and there was always one one part of the soundtrack that you remember from the movie that made you go out and buy the soundtrack because you wanted that one and it wasn't necessarily released as a single. And then you remember the other. So my memory, even now talking about it, triggers me to the sound of a cassette tape being opened. And for some people out there, they have no freaking idea what that sounds like. And that blows me away. That. But that pop, that click, and that swivel, it always squeaked, right? Plastic on plastic. Yep. And then you'd hear the paper rattle a little bit as you pulled it out of the cassette and then clip it back.
I like the rattle of the cassette, man.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Did you shake it like a packet of cigarettes before you started? And then you'd open it up.
Sometimes.
And then you get the pencil. Yeah, you get your pencil in there and you spin it around a bit, or the pen, spin it around to make sure it's tight. So anyway, setting the scene. One of the soundtracks I remember getting for that and putting it into my little ghetto blaster in my bedroom so I could sing along was Footloose.
No,
and it was for Kenny. It was for Kenny Loggins' Footloose.
Yeah.
That
what was the rest
guitar
of the
solo.
like?
Huh?
What was the rest of the soundtrack like?
Same thing, right? It was just like rocky sort of poppy music. I don't know. I didn't call it up, like I say. I'm just remembering the one theme song that I needed to get, and then going to get the soundtrack. But you can Google it right now, and you can inform the listeners what was in there. Because I've had to hide my keyboard for sake of the mouse. I mean, just for sake of the mic.
We have Footloose, Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
I'm Free by Kenny Loggins. But then we also have Sammy Hagar, we have Shalimar, we have Denise Williams, Bonnie Tyler. So like, it's crazy.
It's Kevin Bacon, man. It's Kevin Bacon with an open shirt dancing his mind out.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins was like the 80s soundtrack master, I think.
Dude. 100%.
Yeah, I jumped from my bed with a piece of wood with that guitar solo so many times, man. Then hit rewind and did it again.
Then I think in the 90s, I think it was Eels. I don't know if you guys know who Eels is, but his music was all over the place, from Shrek to Holes to, it was like a lot of kids movies had Eels playing. And then I think at one point Owl City was popping in a lot of kids movies as well. But yeah, like Kenny Loggins, and you think of 80s soundtracks, you think of him. So, who sang Danger Zone, by the way?
Kenny Loggins?
Yeah, Kenny Loggins. Okay, that's
Danger Zone.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain was still on Archer from our last discussion.
Yeah.
Danger Zone.
I'm gonna bring up Batman '89, the entire Prince album.
Oh,
yes.
So good.
That's on my list, man.
Almost every song on that list was so good.
Yeah.
Even
Dude,
the Bat Dance was great.
Awesome.
Party Man, I think, was my favorite. Arms of Orion was a nice slow tune, but he's just like anything with Prince, I was pretty much sold on.
But like, that's the thing. Like, you play Party Man, and all you can think of is Jack Nicholson dancing around, fucking up a museum.
Yeah.
It's great.
And the big ghetto blaster and the jackets. And the hats. Yeah.
Well, you hit the ghetto blaster and starts the music.
Well, it's funny, Steve. You were saying about like the cassettes. I remember distinctly, we were driving across Canada to go to PEI, and I had that soundtrack on cassette, and I think I wore that thing out. And Bat Dance, I listened to like repeatedly, nonstop. I think my dad must have thought I had a condition or something.
You don't?
Well, undiagnosed. But like, I can still like probably sing Bat Dance. Was it just a bunch of samples, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just sampling from the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I love
it. Like my last episode, last choice, it had quotes from the movie, and it just again, I remember this movie. I love this movie. Want to hear about this movie? So.
Yeah.
Hose nose.
Okay, this is I don't know if you've seen this movie or not. Judgment Night from 1993.
That's on my list.
Yeah.
I do not have that one.
This one is. I just rewatched this movie not too long ago, but the soundtrack is back when heavy hard rap and hard metal had babies and got together.
Yeah, Body Count.
So Body Count, and we're talking like Ice-T is with Anthrax.
Yeah.
This Biohazard and Onyx, Cypress Hill, Sonic Youth, Cypress Hill's Pearl Jam.
I remember all of that.
House of Pain.
Yeah, House of Pain. Like,
what was the movie?
Judgment Night
from
It's
90.
weird because I remember all those tracks you're talking
Dennis
about.
Leary, right?
Yeah.
Where
they're
so
and
Jeremy
going
Piven.
to a boxing match, and they get in the Bad Part of Town. Anyway, awesome
Yeah.
movie. I used to
yeah.
listen to like Come and Die as one of my like pump up jams before rugby to get that toxic adrenaline masculinity thing going. Yeah, so good.
Oh,
Me and my
I'm
friends
so
still
happy you
listen
called
to
that
talk
one out.
about that.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome. Jamie.
I'm having so much trouble choosing, so I'm just gonna choose so we can keep it going. I'm calling out the first Wayne's World. I mean, obviously,
That was a good one.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Really good one.
That song.
Was that why? Was
makes
that why you
that
bought it
movie.
though?
No,
Oh, okay. What did you buy it for?
I got bamboozled because the song that's in the movie that
Isn't
I
on the
bought the
soundtrack.
soundtrack for isn't on the soundtrack, and it's
Oh.
Everything About You by Ugly Kid Joe.
Yeah.
The bait and switch.
Yeah, and I mean the soundtrack is great, but that song, I remember that song from the movie. It's when his crazy ex-girlfriend shows up
Mhm.
in Makita's, and that song comes on. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
I bought you a gun rack.
Is that when the
I
dude
don't
like
know.
rides the bike
Oh,
into the hood of the car?
Yeah.
It's so good, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
like also honorable mention. Tia Carrere's version of Ballroom Blitz is
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
preferred version of
Mine
that
too.
song.
Mine too.
And that's on there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. It's that song, and then Why You Want to Break My Heart, also by Tia Carrere.
Yeah.
Fucking great soundtrack.
great ballroom dance.
Plus, like
Ballroom
Alice
Blitz,
Cooper, Beat My Frankenstein, so
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Good call.
This guy knows how to party.
Steve 3, your turn.
Back to the Future. Huey Lewis and the News, basically.
Love Huey
Nice.
Lewis.
Mhm,
Dude.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that got abused.
I
Hang
mean,
on. The cassette
that's
tape. Let me just
great
clarify.
though. You're
Yeah.
abusing Huey Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
right.
amazing cameo of Huey in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah.
I'm
I
afraid
don't
you're
know
just
why,
too
but there's-
darn loud.
The song that always sticks in my mind is there's an instrumental. You know when they're at the dance and then they're playing some music and he's got I think it's a saxophone and he's just strumming away. And I don't know why, but the beginning of that song is what triggered in my head thinking of the Back to the Future, not Parrot Love or anything like that. but
Yeah,
that's- Because it was like, what the hell is this? You know, I'm cool. I've got the Back to the Future soundtrack. I don't want to listen to this, but that song is stuck in my head for many years.
I don't
Yeah.
know what song you're talking about. I gotta check it out now.
I love
It starts off with like, is it a saxophone or something? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that you
yeah,
guys
sax-
are
the breakdown. Yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
listen to
Yeah.
you guys try and sing it.
From the
Yeah.
Enchantment Under the Sea dance. It's so
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
So anyway, next.
I'm going off. This is a weird one. I know it's definitely not on anybody's list here. 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Oh, yeah.
This is
The
the
British
sappy-
or the American?
British. It has to be the British one. The American one doesn't exist.
I didn't even know there was an American.
Is Hugh Grant in
version.
it?
Oh, you talking
Well,
the movie?
Yeah.
I think
that
Death at a Wedding or Funeral. Was it?
No, it's just like Hugh Grant and
Yeah.
Andy McDowell and is it raining? I can't even tell. It's so blah blah blah. But I love the movie. But it's just like the soundtrack. I would listen to the soundtrack all the time in my sappy young years before I go to a wedding. Like I went to a lot of weddings back in the 90s because all your friends are getting married, and this soundtrack was a traditional play with Elton John in there and Crocodile Rock and just it was Wet 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 was the band. Feel it in my fingers. Yeah,
I
it's just
feel it in my toes.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
I
That was
don't
number
know-
one for so freaking long in the UK.
That's
that
what I was going to
everyone hates
ask
it.
you. Yeah, I was going to ask you if these songs. Are
Yeah,
you familiar
it was
with
number
the
one for
soundtrack, Steve?
so long. No, I don't have the
Yeah.
soundtrack. No.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's, but I just all those songs were very traditional wedding songs
Yeah.
to me in my mind that I never played at our wedding, so I felt it was more of a traditional British wedding soundtrack than anything else. But
You just triggered a trapped memory for me, Rob. I remember listening to the Top of the Pops the countdown on Sunday afternoons. We'd always have a countdown, the top 10, and you would be hoping and praying that the song you wanted to be on number one is going to be there. And then I just, for some reason, I got a memory triggered in my head of some lady saying, "And today's number one is Wet, Wet, Wet," and it's like, no,
not again.
yeah.
It's been 70
See,
weeks.
for me, it was Back in Alberta, it was a radio station out of Calgary, and every night they did the top 10 at 10. It was great. So yeah, I remember listening to that as I would go to sleep every night. It was great.
Cool. And we digest. Who's next?
All right. Hozos.
From 2000, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
That's great. Yeah.
I mean, not for everybody. It's country, it's bluegrass, it's
a great soundtrack.
What do you call it? Gospel, but I love it. And I remember when I was moving to Vancouver from Edmonton, I was driving my little U-Haul with my dad. We had this weird bonding moment where we were talking about all this old school country and everything. And I was like, I had no idea he liked or listened to any of this stuff. So it was pretty cool. And it's because we were listening to Old Brother in the truck. Love it.
That's what these things should do.
Man of Constant Sorrow is so good. I really enjoyed that one. And then there was that one song. The sirens were singing on the riverbank. It was the harmony. The three girls in their harmony was just so powerful.
Down to the river to pray.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And they would just slap their clothes on the rock, and it was just in tune. Great soundtrack. So Clooney wasn't actually singing, was he? I can't see him as
he's got a great voice.
No. Does he?
Yeah, that's why he's at the Oscars for the last Oscars, right? For his singing role.
I can't tell Steve's having.
Look it up.
I can't trust Steve. I'm not. No, yeah.
Can George Clooney sing as well as make coffee?
I do know that Tim Blake Nelson, he sings a song in there, and that's pretty awesome. It's him doing it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Love it.
The Soggy Bottom Boys. That's it. Yeah, Jamie.
This is one that a soundtrack that I bought for a single song. Cable Guy.
Cable Guy. What's it like?
Everyone bought this soundtrack for the song by Filter called "Hey Man, Nice Shot."
Oh yeah.
During the basketball game, that song comes on. But then it also had the Primitive Radio God song, "Standing Outside a Broken Phone Booth with Money in My Hand." That one's more of like chill song. But then for me, I was a big Alice in Chains fan, and it had a Jerry Cantrell song on there that I really liked. So yeah, there's some good shit on, and Silverchair as well. If you like, more of the grunge rock stuff.
Yeah.
That was great. Like Porno for Pyros, Cypress Hill was on there. Yeah, the Toadies. Yeah, good stuff.
Cool.
All right, so I'm writing this down. Steve, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my hip hop, my late '80s hip hop roots here, and I'm gonna say the soundtrack to the movie Colors. Now, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it's a great movie, right? All about Bloods and the Crips, etc., right? But the soundtrack was awesome because it had all of the current rap artists on there: Kool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane. But there was Ice-T's version, the theme tune of Colors, and I don't think you could get Colors on any of Ice-T's albums, which I had pretty much all of them, I think. But this is the only way, I think, from what I remember, this was the only way you could get Colors was to get the soundtrack. And another reason why I got it.
Nightmare walking, a psychopath talking, king of the jungle, just a gangster, stalking, living life like a firecracker, quick as they fuse.
Yeah, there you go.
So good, man.
Sweet and Ice-T there for you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a great tune. But then they had Salt and Pepper on there. Like I said, all of the old school, proper, old school rappers, man. And it was such a cool soundtrack. And I just remember having it, just the front cover from the movie. But you would just wear the shit out of Ice-T's Colors, man.
Nice.
I want to rewatch that movie.
Do it. I'll allow you.
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go. You guys' permission. There you go. That's good.
I mean, it doesn't end great, right? It's not really an uplifter. You got to be in the right mood for it. But
it'll pick me up.
I'm going to pick. This is one I've already talked about, so I won't talk about long. Hackers is probably one of my favorite soundtracks. We did talk about in our Hackers episode revisit, but it is my intro to electronic music, and it's just got so much great stuff from Orbital to I'm
Chemical Brothers. Was there on
that? I think Chemical Brothers were in there. Yep, but it's just Scooter was in there. It's such a great soundtrack, and if you want learn more about that, check out our Hackers
Yeah.
movie review. But it is always been on the top, and it was so good that they made, I think, a second. I don't know if they made a third.
They made
album.
more than one, Rob. They did a second version of it, but it was music based on. None of the tracks were actually in the movie, and then they made a third one by music based on the one that was based on. So it's just an excuse. I think we talked about this. It was really just an excuse to get more British music out to America.
There was a number of movies that did that. Yeah, and another one's on my list later.
Yeah.
on,
That's how big movie soundtracks were back then, is they were doing like spin-off sequel soundtracks.
But also it was how good that the artists were that you weren't getting to hear in America, right? So
100%.
Yeah, and this is not spoiling anything. It's a more of a score. But Run Lola Run would have those that soundtrack. But then they would make songs based on that wasn't in the movie, and it was just like you like this? How about this? And it was your gateway to other styles of music. So Underworld, that was it. Ben, I was thinking of Hose Nose.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Hey, good call.
Yeah. This is one that I probably shouldn't have watched as a kid, but I remember my sister renting it, and she bought the soundtrack, and I stole her cassette tape. And same thing, I listened to the shit out of that, and it had a lot of old stuff, from the '60s that I, as a 10-year-old, was not introduced to, and it was so good. And then I also had clips of Robin Williams doing his Agent Cronauer.
Hell yeah.
So good. And funny enough, I just got talking about owning things. I have the 12-inch vinyl upstairs because I'm such a hipster. Actually, I was cleaning out my parents' LPs, and I'm pretty sure my sister bought this vinyl that I now have. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's a great, like you said, it's got the movie clips in there, some great songs. I mean, the 70s, should say, the 60s Vietnam War brought out some powerful music, and it's just, I for some reason, when I think of that style of music, I think of going to a hockey game at the P&E because they always played it. The adults were in charge of the music, and so they're playing their music, and it was all, Creedence Clearwater Revival, that sort of stuff. So, good call. Jamie.
Well, nobody said it yet. So you mentioned Hackers, so I'm mentioning the first Matrix soundtrack.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I feel like I honestly can't say who, and we might have to do a quick round the horn here. I assume, did everybody here buy the soundtrack for the first Matrix? It was pretty popular.
I didn't buy it.
I did not.
No?
I did actually not enjoy the music from.
Dude, the soundtrack for me was huge.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the playoff between Hackers and Matrix to see which one we would all enjoy.
You guys would enjoy that one more than Hackers for sure.
I'm surprised, Rob, that you don't like that.
Nah, it wasn't.
It was a little more kind of industrial and that kind of stuff. But
because I just got into Rage Against the Machine. And like Bullet in the Head from the. Oh man, what was the name of the album that was from? I can't remember. That album was. That's when I
self-titled one, was it?
That's when maybe it might be. But that's the one that steered me off of the hip hop and rap and got me back into some heavy fucking rock.
Rage is great. I like Rage.
Yeah. Rage Against the Machine was on there. We had Rob Zombie. We had. I feel like the song that a lot of people would have bought the soundtrack for is one of the lesser known bands, but it's a song that plays during the skyscraper lobby shootout by Propellerheads.
Oh yes,
instrumental. That like that.
Totally.
Like it's so recognizable. But then Rammstein, Deftones, Prodigy was on there. Rage, so good.
Yeah, there's Propellerheads are some good stuff in there, but definitely.
The song is called Spy Break.
Spy Break, is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Write that down. I'm just loving this. I'm writing down all this other stuff. C3.
All right, I'm going to stick on the hip hop and go to New Jack City because that was again another album that I got for one song on one song. I think it was the Queen Latifah song, but there was a scene. I'm already back there. There was a scene in the movie where they're driving down whichever boulevard they're driving down, and he's in there in a Suzuki Samurai Jeep, and they got this tune blaring out with the bass going on it, and I loved it. And I owned a Suzuki Samurai Jeep. So white bread over here thought he was really cool, going up and down Salisbury Town with the roof down on the Samurai, playing this music with its big bass cannon in the back. Yeah, but I had to get it, and again, that was the only way I could get that tune, was to get the soundtrack, and they rewind and then play it again. Put the graphic equalizer up on the old pull-out stereo system. Yeah. Yeah, it was, that brings back a lot of memories, man. So yeah, New Jack City, great movie as well.
There's a lot of songs back then. Like it's so hard to find music in the 80s and 90s, right? And so if you're hearing on the radio, you're grabbing your ghetto blast and trying to record it at that moment, or else you're never hearing that song again, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Snatch. I already talked about one guy Ritchie. Let's talk about the other guy Ritchie. Snatch is just so good. Yeah. I think one of my favorite songs on there is you have Diamond, the Clint. It's just the intro song. But Disco Science, where they're chasing, it's the rabbit race by Mirwais. It's so freaking good. It's one of my favorites on that album. But like, you have Massive Attacks on there. Well, of course, you got to put Madonna in there just because of who it is. Oasis is in there. Hava Nagila. I love the Hava Nagila song on there. I don't know why. It's just so good. And
I just like it when you say Hava Nagila.
Yeah,
Hava Nagila. Yeah.
I've never tried one. Are they good?
Oh, they're yummy, delicious.
Pass me a Gila.
Hava Nagila. Golden Brown by the Stranglers is
brilliant.
So good too.
Stranglers, brilliant. Yeah.
Is that? I actually want to ask you. That's what I wanted to ask Steve. Are the Stranglers popular in England? Like, I've never heard of the band, but
yeah, they were considered to be a punk band back in the day, right? So yeah, Stranglers. Punk? Yeah. Stranglers are just Stranglers were massive. They were one of my brother's favorite. We had Stranglers posters up on the wall, all the albums. Golden Brown, man. Yeah. So good.
So good. Oh, and Massive Attack, Angel.
Yeah.
So good. All right, sorry. Hozos.
I'm going to one that I got a lot of play with me and my friends from 1993, Dazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah.
1993, but with so much good 1970s rock.
I think my brother really loved that album.
Yeah. I got a lot of plays. Big fan. Listen today at work.
Do you know who's on it? I can't remember.
I got it up here. So like Alice Cooper, ZZ Top, Nazareth, The Nuge, Skinner, Deep Purple, Kiss, Sabbath, Nazareth. Yeah.
Nice.
It's just one hit after another.
All right, Jamie. Your turn, Jamie.
Jamie,
it's your turn, Jamie. So I'm going with another, a little bit of a weird one. The first Tomb Raider movie had a great soundtrack with a really cool mix of stuff on there.
I don't remember the soundtrack.
Yeah, the song for me was the Nine Inch Nails song, Deep. And again, it was a really memorable part of the movie where that song is just blasting in the theater, which was so fucking cool. But then, like, the Basement Jaxx song, Where's Your Head At, is super good.
Love it.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
I know that was on there.
Chemical Brothers is on there. Moby's on there. But then you have Nelly Furtado and Missy Elliott singing Get Your Freak On. And then we have U2 with Elevation is on there as well.
I need to check this out.
Fatboy Slim is on there. Yeah, it's all over the place. It's great.
Looks like BT's on there.
Yep. Fluke. Yeah. Outcast. All kinds of shit. Just crazy. It was awesome. BT. Yeah, for me, it was the Nine Inch Nails song, Deep.
Nice. I'm looking at this list. This is I gotta check this one out.
It's great, dude. That CD got a lot of play in my truck.
Starring it. Awesome. Steve 3.
I'm going to go different. I'm going to go with a soundtrack I bought because I loved what they did for the movie with it. And I'm going to go with American Werewolf in London because every track has something to do with the moon. Nice. And they're all classics. Old classics like Blue Moon, Moon Dance, Bad Moon Rising. They're all... the beauty with... I mean, it's a freaking amazing movie. It really is. Yeah. And the soundtrack is genius because every single song on there is to do with the moon. So you have to get it just for the nostalgia of saying you got it, and I did that.
We just watched that a few weeks ago.
Nice.
But you know what song's not on there? Warren von Zevon's "Werewolf in London."
It's because it's not the moon.
Right. He was off.
It's got their own moon.
Way off. Way off.
It's setting you up. It's right there.
Yeah. No, there were other tracks on there that weren't to do with the moon, but watching the movie, everything you hear on there that you recognize is got moon in it, which is just so clever.
Love it.
That's funny. My turn. Train Spotting. Again, it's one of those albums that had other albums inspired by the first album, and but it's like Lou Reed's Perfect Day. It's still so sad but powerful. Underworld is on there. Born Slippy. Iggy Pop's in there. Brian Eno. Left Field. I friggin' loved Left Field. Elastica is on there. Pulp. It was such a good album. And it just brings back wonderful memories of crawling babies on ceilings. So it's just like the Brian Eno song is the one where he goes into the toilet to find the suppositories, and it's just a weird song to have amongst all these other like heavy rock or house music, and then it's just got cool Brian Eno calming music. So, anyways, yeah, Train Spotting, and the other albums that came out were pretty good, but nothing like the first one. That was on heavy rotation in the Ford Ranger as I drove to work. So, how's those?
I am looking at my list, and I am going to shit. I lost it. This is great, world class, Steve. Singles from 1992.
That's yeah,
100%.
Anil would give that 1,000% thumbs up.
Yeah, again, it was just one of these perfect time capsules of that year and era and grunge and everything.
And it took place in Seattle, and they had grunge musicians in the movie.
Yeah, but this was like Cornell and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. They're all Mudhoney. They're all on there. But this is also before it really got huge. Before everybody knew all of these bands, and they were everywhere.
Yeah. I feel like that movie came out too early. Like, I feel like it would have been way more popular if you released it like a couple years after. Like when that music was just everywhere. Yeah.
Do you think the soundtrack would have changed by then?
Probably.
More popular music as opposed to
the more like the grunge songs that were playing on the radio. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you hear Pearl Jam's even flow rather than something a little less noticeable.
Yep.
Jamie.
I'm going with another oddball. The first Resident Evil movie soundtrack. This one was a little bit heavier. Again, Fear Factory's rearing its head again. Invisible Wounds was, I think, my favorite song on that soundtrack. But then we had like Depeche Mode, we had Coal Chamber. There's another Rammstein on there.
Yeah.
Mudvayne, Dig. I love that song. What else did we? Oh, Static X was on there, and the Crystal Method.
I love Crystal
Method. And Slipknot had a song on there as well. It was great. So it's more of like that industrial and kind of alt rock stuff going on. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, Fear Factory was great.
I'm surprised Depeche Mode's on there. That's good. Sorry, Steve, 3.
Right. This is one hopefully, Rob, you would like, whether you like the movie or not. And if you don't, then I would get it and try it, is the soundtrack to Blade.
The
original Blade.
I had a question. I'm so glad you brought that up. I had a question about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, what's the question? No, I'm just saying that was great. I mean, to me, that movie is the soundtrack. And it was, I think it was one of the first ones that did it like that.
It's the very first song. It's probably got one of my all-time favorite intros to any movie. Is the Blade intro, where you're playing. Oh my God! Why I just had it in my head.
That's definitely the song why everybody bought that soundtrack.
My question was
the bloodbath, right?
Yeah, the bloodbath.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm forgetting. It's like I have the song on repeat. Is that on the soundtrack though?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay,
because I was
had
researching that soundtrack. It was that song and then a bunch of gangster rap.
Yeah,
that's the rest of it I didn't dig.
Gangstar, KRS-One, it's
I'm pretty sure like Ghostface Killer was on there. Yeah, it was just all gangster rap after that one electronic song.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Confusion by New Order, but it's
Yes.
a Pump Panel remix. It's
Track 12, Rob.
so freaking. It's track 12. Okay,
Track 12.
maybe that's. I just kept looking. I kept looking through the list. I'm like,
Junkie XL, DJ Crush,
well, I love
the
Junkie
New Order
XL.
in there, Mobe Deep. I just looked up EPMD, man. EPMD, man, that gives me a flashback.
Yeah, because some of these guys I don't know.
Strictly
this,
Business. Oh, man, I
think I just like the one song. I think that's all it was. That, and if I heard the Junkie XL, I'd probably dig that too. But the rest, I was just like, nah, it's not my style. But that first song.
But this is what we're talking about, Rob. We get it for the one song, and then the rest of
Absolutely.
it just becomes.
Well, at this
bonus.
point, I was probably like Kazaa, like what, LimeWire or something like that. I was probably just getting the song and not the album. I didn't need to get
Napster.
the whole album. Napster,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's probably what I was doing by then.
Yeah,
That's
so it's great.
absolutely
And the
one
movie
song that I
is
bought.
absolutely
Yeah.
great.
Dude, it's
I
so
tried to
good.
watch it again the other night. Now you had none of it.
Really?
Yeah, it was too late. We ended up. What the funny thing is, though, you know what we ended up watching? Train to Busan.
What's that about?
Have you not seen that?
Okay.
That's a Korean movie, right?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a Korean zombie movie. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been waiting to
It's a
watch this for
zombie
a long
movie.
time.
Rob's not going to like it.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
it's such a well done movie, man. I love it.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Anyway, detracted again.
Tracy Lords, she was in that scene
Yeah.
too, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. So
She was the vampire that lures
the
the
bait.
one Norman.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because she's in another one of my albums. Like, so you mentioned Tracy Lords in another song,
Yeah.
and it seems to be everywhere here. I wanted to ask you if this was allowed. Spice World, because it's Spice World,
It's
the
licensed
soundtrack.
songs.
It's like Spice World. The movie has all Spice Girls songs.
I would say
And
yes, it's allowed. Whether
And
or
it's
not
on the radio. It's
we
not like
agree
it's
with
not
you.
Hmm.
score. It's just
Well,
constantly.
They didn't
hit
even
after
write the
hit after-
songs for the movie, right? It was basically just a mixtape of Spice Girls songs that had already been released previously.
It was a way to sell the.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So because
Yeah, I'll allow it.
okay, cool. I love
Not
friggin'
you need my
Spice World.
permission, but
No, I know, but
Oh, I think he
So
does.
this is your selection, Rob? Spice World?
we've reviewed Spice World for
Yeah,
those who
yeah.
don't know. It's one. Of
I
my
can
favorite
actually picture
movies.
Rob in his truck, Spice World pumping,
Tell me what you
singing it
want.
out
Tell me
loud.
what you want, what you really, really want.
No, it's actually that one's okay, but it's like Stop Right Now, Saturday Night Divas. I'm not.
You
sitting
guys are
there
too
going,
mainstream. Too mainstream
Yeah.
Spice
Yeah.
Girls.
That's too mainstream. I like
Is
the
it-
You know the
underground
song that
Spice Girls.
everybody
What's
knows
the, what's
about
the
Spice
slow
Girls?
one? Goodbye, mate. What's that one? What's the slow one, Rob?
Viva Forever.
No, I don't know. I
You
don't
tell
know.
us, Rob.
No, Mama is a good one. I like Mama.
Wasn't that Ozzy Osbourne? God bless him. So
Mama, I'm coming home.
No,
Rest
I don't think
in
Mama
peace.
was on
Yeah.
the soundtrack. Stop Right Now. That's good.
yeah.
Got a little
You mentioned
Motown
that
in
twice. That must be really
Yeah,
good.
you said that. Yeah.
Oh, did I say- I
That's
apologize.
Rob.
And this is also why I'm never going to do karaoke with you, Rob.
I'm never going to do karaoke, so that's good.
Oh
That's
my
all right.
God. How
I'm not
much
much
fun
for
would that
karaoke.
be?
Hose Nose, your turn.
You're gonna hate this, and
I love
Oh, we're running out of time.
But physical owned
Oh,
media,
yes.
soundtrack
Brain
to
Candy.
Brain Candy, signed by Dave Foley. But
yeah.
I bring this up because you're talking about getting the one song. Butts Wiggling, if I'm not mistaken, by The Hip, was not released yet on the album. It came out on the soundtrack before. So I sure as shit bought this,
Yeah, dude.
lining up at midnight or whenever it came out to get it. Yeah, but I mean, there's the Hip are on, of course. There's other great Canadian bands. Odds are on it, but Liz Phair, Matthew Sweet, Sibo Motto, Stereo Lab, like, and then they got some of the songs from the movie as well. And my personal favorite, the theme song by Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So good, so good.
For me, the one song on that soundtrack was The Odds.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I loved The Odds at the time.
Eat My
And
Brain.
I had gotten into the Hip shortly after this.
Nice work, Steve.
Nice.
Steve's a big fan of it.
So much Canadian music. Steve's like, what the hell?
Loves
Yeah.
Canadian
I
music.
didn't honestly even like. I only knew about the Hip when I moved to Canada. It was not on my musical radar at all.
That
until
about
after
checks
being
out.
there. Yeah, it just didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't travel. They didn't reach where they probably should have. And they were a great band, and they probably should have reached further than they did, and it just didn't.
I kind of like that they didn't, in a way. Kind of like that. It's
Stop
just
right there.
It was
Thank
ours.
you very
Gate-
much. See
gatekeeper.
what you've done?
it's a stop right now.
Gatekeeper.
Thank you.
Are you singing it wrong on purpose? Because I would
he's
love
singing-
that.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Jamie, your turn.
Hell yeah. So we're going back to 95 and we're talking Empire Records.
I was wondering if anybody's going to bring that up. Yeah.
So this was like 90s kind of pop rock in a nutshell. So it was Gin Blossoms, Till I Hear It From You. It was Toad the Wet Sprocket. It was Better Than Ezra.
Toad the friggin' wet
Yeah.
sprocket.
And
Love
the
those
Cranberries
guys.
are on there as well.
Yeah.
It was a great movie, great soundtrack.
I friggin' love Toad. Got their name from a Monty Python skit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
love
good,
it.
man.
Good choice. Steve 3. I got to see
All
that
right.
movie too.
So I'm glad you went with your Spice World one, because I know we said we weren't doing like soundtracks, but songs. But I have to say this one because it's amazing, and you guys can tell me if I'm not allowed or not. But the soundtrack to Flash Gordon by Queen is amazing. Amazing.
So what else is on the soundtrack besides Flash? Oh!
Just you got Flash's theme, obviously.
Yeah.
You've got Ming's theme. You've got the battle theme. Yeah, it's great. It's so
All
good.
done by Queen?
But that's the thing. I had this written down there because I love it, and it reminds me so much of the movie. But then you were like, "We're not going to do the orchestral and the musical scores." I'm like, "Shit!" But I've got so many here that I bought because of the movie, and I know we're not allowed to do it. So I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna do it just for Flash's theme for Queen, because we only bought it for one. And
Yeah.
they're all like
All right,
2
deal,
minute. They're
deal.
all like 2-minute songs, you know. But yeah,
That
Flash's
opens up
theme.
one on my list then if we're going to do that. So
it depends. We're running out of time, so I had to fill.
yeah, we're doing good. Let's do like a quick rapid fire, Hose Nose. Just give me a bunch.
The Commitments.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
call.
I forgot about that. That's a great movie.
That's a great call. That's like a Chumbawamba on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Hey, give me a whole bunch, Hose Nose.
Oh, you want? Okay, The Commitments. Almost Famous.
Nice.
Clueless and Forrest Gump. I had them.
Now, did you buy these, or are you just reading off a list?
These are ones that I had.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just making
Yeah.
sure.
Forrest
No,
Gump, I felt was like way too powerful not to mention. I think it was like 2 CD set, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was 2 CDs.
Yeah. I remember that I had that CD just to play certain songs for DJing. It was so useful. So, do you have this song?
double
Yes,
wide
it's on
CD.
here. Jamie, a whole bunch.
We're doing rapid fire.
Yeah, give me a whole bunch.
All right. So one that was huge in the summer, we used to go camping every summer, and it was basically like the big movie that me and my cousins were all into. Usually had a soundtrack, and the one that I remember the most is the soundtrack to Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
But like, so Dumb and Dumber, the Ballad of Peter Pumpkinhead by the Crash Test Dummies.
Oh, I love that song.
There's so much good stuff on there. Kill Bill 1 was really good.
Mhm.
Yes.
Baby Driver, I love. Pulp Fiction as well was pretty huge.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
And the last one we mentioned it briefly before, Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yes.
yeah,
I mean, that was
I mean, yeah,
the
that's
mixtape, wasn't it called? The mixtape?
yeah, pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's everything, right? Everything.
Steve 3. Give me a
Okay.
rapid fire.
I don't really have a rapid fire, but I do have one left.
Okay. Give
So
me
I
one.
married an axe murderer.
Oh, dude, that was right on my list. That's the next one on my list. Good call.
Awesome.
Great
Yeah.
call.
Love that.
Great, and we all got it for one song only. I know, but it is a great soundtrack.
What? Wait, what song did you get it for?
Two Princes, man.
You got it for Two Princes?
Yeah.
Not
Got it
There
for-
She Goes?
Oh,
No.
Oh man, I love that. But
Oh,
it's Spin Doctors.
Yeah.
in
Not,
the-
what, was
yeah.
what was the other
Yeah.
one? Boo Radley's or whatever.
Yeah, well, there's
Yeah.
2 versions of There She Goes. I have a list here. Toe the Wet Sprocket, Brother, is on there. It's one of my favorites. They had Rush, Big Audio Dynamite. They had Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Saturday Night, which is freaking great. Yeah, the Ocean Princess. I skipped that one. And There She Goes by the Laws. And they also had him doing This Poem Sucks poetry on the album.
They had Suede on there. Oh, do you remember the British group Suede?
She stole my cat.
Do you remember the British group Suede?
The Insatiable one. Yeah, that's on there. I don't remember that one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, There She Goes was definitely being played on a lot of radios.
The only other ones I had,
huge.
honestly, the only other ones I had were musicals because they're on my playlist and I bought them by watching theater, and Shrek the Musical. I have that. It's so funny because you could be listening to all this music and all of a sudden one of the songs from Shrek the Musical comes on. Ali loves it. It's great.
Okay,
it's fun.
That reminded one for me. And it's on that. Is it a musical? Is it a soundtrack? But Moulin Rouge.
Oh yeah, that's
right? Because they're doing all these covers, but it's a musical.
It's a musical.
Pop.
Roxanne.
It was versions of the songs made like covered for the movie, right?
But they weren't singing their feelings.
Yeah, no, they weren't. They were just
they?
singing songs. Yeah,
that represented their feelings.
That's a weird one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like rapid fire for me, 2 of them like Purple Rain and Blues Brothers. I mean, it's all about the music there. Blues Brothers were singing their own songs, but
I had Blues Brothers, but I left it off. I love that movie though.
Yeah.
Purple Rain was just a way for it was just an announcement.
It was just another album advertisement
of Prince's skill and magnificence. I had
my sister had the 12-inch that was actually purple vinyl.
Oh really?
It was really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's
nice.
awesome.
Virtuosity's on my list. Virtuosities. I was just asking Steve about this Russell Crowe's Russell Crowe's album, but movie. But it was a bad movie. Great album. Even had a great version of Alive.
Russell Crowe was the bad guy. It was Denzel Washington movie.
Well, I'm just okay. I just remember Russell Crowe being a bad actor in that one. Denzel Washington's rarely a bad actor. So I just remember the badness of Russell Crowe. And then Virtuosity, so I said that. Charlie's Angels, there's a couple good songs there. And for some reason, I have Cocktail. Cocktail, the album, had Don't Worry, Be Happy, Kokomo, and a whole bunch of other songs. And it was just
my mom had that soundtrack on repeat.
Yeah, it was Kokomo? A good one. Kokomo was the radio hit, both Bermuda, Bahama, the Beach Boys, right? So but that song I remember.
When I flew back last time from my 6-hour flight back, I watched the documentary on the Beach Boys. It was great, man. It was stellar viewing, man, and the music just comes back in. What a great story. Sorry,
I watched speaking of Beat Boys, a movie a couple days ago called Love and Mercy from like 2014. Paul Dano plays a young Brian Wilson, and then Cusack plays the older Brian Wilson in like the 80s, and it's really cool.
They got done dirty, man. Did you know
they got done dirty? But this was really cool seeing like the genius of Brian Wilson and how he's like in the studio with like live animals and doing weird shit with pianos and stuff like that. So that was really cool on a tangent.
Yeah, it's the documentary's great. I mean, they got done dirty by their dad, man. But anyway, watch it. It's a great thing to see it actually for reals and what they did and how they went about it and the competition they had with the Beatles. It's just so fantastic.
That's cool.
Okay, one that no one's mentioned yet, which I'm surprised, is Batman Forever with U2. Is that because no one's a U2 fan?
No, I like U2, but it was at the point I was getting tired of U2.
Yeah,
that had the Seal song on there too, didn't it? Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah. I love Seal. That's not that's my least favorite song of his, but yeah.
I had another one that just popped in my head. And it's not from a movie, but it's from a TV show, The X-Files. The Songs in the Key of X.
Oh,
it was basically like a soundtrack that they put together, a compilation. It's really cool. Foo Fighters,
Canadian legend staple, man. The X-Files.
I have just a couple more to round up. I would just wanted to mention Cocktails. It was the album I was listening to while mowing the lawn in the 80s. I was constantly mowing the lawn, listening to Cocktail for some reason. I did want to mention, Fight Club. It was mostly Fight Club had orchestral music for the score, but it had some great songs, like the Pixies was in there, just ending the entire movie, and also they had a great, I think it was a Chemical Brothers song of "This Is Your Life," and it's ending 1 minute at a time. So Brad Pitt redid his soliloquy of that scene, and it just goes to a great techno beat, and it was just really cool. So, and I think that's all I have on my list.
You know what I wish we challenged ourselves for? Thinking about this, because now it's stuck in my head, but like end scene music, like the track picked for the end scene, like what stands out? Because all I can think about now, Jamie, is The Matrix.
Yeah.
So, the Rage Against but the way it ends and the music comes in is so good.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Good.
It's absolutely perfect.
We can discuss that, like best ways to start a movie.
But I can't think of any more. That one's just in my head. But what a great thing that is! Like the best mic drop. You know, that's what I see. The mic drop end track that ends a movie.
Oh yeah, and that song just blasts, right? Like it's so good.
What's the meme now where it's like a Transformer ending or something like that?
Oh, it's the Linkin Park song.
Yeah, the Michael Bay.
Yeah, directed by Michael Bay.
I see like people in a drive-through. They get their food, they stare at them, and all of a sudden they're playing in their car, and it just Michael Bay it out of there, and the guy is laughing his ass off.
Yeah, the goddamn Linkin Park song. Yeah.
All right. So awesome. I love this. This was great. I hope you guys listening out there got some recommendations. I got a whole crap load of recommendations. And I know when we stop recording, I'm going to be thinking of a whole bunch of others on this list. So,
music, man. Don't ever
lose it. I should have
it.
talked about this. So, anyways, Jamie, where can we find you?
You can find me on the Generation X-Wing podcast YouTube channel on the ongoing series called Ready to Believe, where we're talking all things Ghostbusters. Currently, we are live every Tuesday night, 7:15 PST, talking about old episodes of the real Ghostbusters.
Yes, the next one we're going to be discussing is the Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman episodes are coming up.
Boogeyman episodes, yeah. Steve 3.
You can find me on Instagram under Shitspeckle Muppet File. You can also find me there under Steve3D, so go find that and give it a follow. And if you get bored on Saturday or Sunday mornings, subscribe to DL44 and you'll find out which morning I'm going to be unboxing some more toys to play with, because we all need to play with our toys.
I'm subscribed. Are you?
I am.
Hose knows. Before we ask where can you find you, does Letterboxd have soundtrack options?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
But good segue. You can go to letterbox.com, search Generation X-Wing podcast or Hose Knows. You will find a bunch of lists, including the ones we've reviewed, and I've been putting together the list of everything we talked about tonight. So you'll have all those. And if you get bored with that, you can go to Instagram. The Gram.
We nearly won, boys. We nearly won. We nearly had an episode where he didn't embarrass himself.
For all your mediocre D&D minis, I haven't done anything in a while.
As for me, Outer Rim Rookie on Facebook and Instagram, Outer Rim Rookie Show on our YouTube channel, where I'm building an AT-AT driver costume, and officially I'm done. Hasn't been submitted yet. It's done, but the videos are in the process of being edited, and hopefully by September, at the Cherry Bomb, I can wear this bad boy and find all the mistakes that I can when actually wearing for the first time in public. So, but it's a long process. Hope you enjoy the build. Thanks for watching or listening, and we'll see you next week. It's my movie choice, and we'll talk about it off air. We're still trying to figure out what I'm picking for a movie.
Oh, come on,
man! That's why everyone hung around to the end.
You guys are saying that, but when I gave you my movie choice, it's like, no fucking way. I'm just like,
we all want to share our disappointment with the crowd.
We're gonna watch your shitty movie. Just tell us.
It's either that, or you end this show with Steve advertising his amazing page, and end it with Rage Against the Machine as an out.
I guess we found her out.
Or Linkin Park. What I've done.
Yeah.
Directed by Michael Bay.